Hello class. In this lecture we will learn about while loops. So in Python basically we have two types of loops, for loops and while loops. In the previous few lectures we have seen the working of for loops and in this lecture we will see the working of while loops. So let's see how do we work with while loops and how while loop works. Okay. So let's see, we have a number. Let's say number and its value is 1. So now what do we want? We want that we have a number, we have a variable in which we have a number stored. So we want to increment this number and print on the screen. So let's say I have the number 1 stored in my variable and I want to print numbers from 1 to 5. So what I will do is till my number reaches the value 5. So while my number is less than or equals to 5, do what? Print. I want to print my number on the screen. That's what I'm doing. So print number and this is simply printing my number. Now I want to increment my number because the number is 1, and if at this condition I want to print my program, it will go into infinity loop. Why? Because the number will remain 1. I am not incrementing or decrementing this number at any point of stage, so this program will go to infinity loop. So I will show you what is infinite loop later. Let's first complete this program. So I want to increment my number by 1. So its number is equals to, I can write number is equals to number plus 1, or we have a shorthand here which is number plus is equals to 1, which means number is equals to number plus 1, the previous statement that I wrote on the screen. So okay, let's do this. Now what this program is doing, I have initialized a variable number which has an integer value 1. Now I am checking till this variable becomes 5. This variable is less than or equals to 5. My this part, this body of while loop will work. So this will check for this condition. Is my number is less than or equals to 5? Yes. Let's, for this condition, let me just write this here. We are just trying to implement this code by ourselves. So let's see. Number is equals to 1. We have number is equals to 1 right now. So yes, my number is less than equals to 1. Less than equals to 5. Yes, that's true. So the number, we will print this number on the screen and next we will increment this number by 1. So our number becomes 2. Now, is this still less than or equals to 5? Yes. Now number 2, integer value 2 will be printed on the screen. Next, increment this number by 1 again. Okay, yes. Now it's 3. Fine. So, is it still less than or equals to 5? Yes. Okay. Then print this on screen and increment by 1. Now it's 4. Again, is number that is 4 is less than equals to 5? Yes. Print this on the screen and then increment by 1, that is 5. Is it still less than or equals to 5? Yes. 5 is equals to 5. Therefore, this condition is true. And as this condition is true, we will go to this body again, print the number on the screen and increment this number by 1. Okay. Now, is number is less than or equals to 5? That is 6 is less than or equals to 5? No. So this condition became false. So we will come out of this loop and we have nothing else to execute. So we will just simply come out of this loop. So let's try this. Let's run this program. Okay. Let's see. See. So I started with a number 1 and printed numbers from 1 to 5. Okay, Okay, so this is the working of while loop. In while loop we simply have a condition and we run the loop until this condition is true. If this condition becomes false, we will simply come out of this loop as we do in if condition, if statements. Okay, so let's see one more example of while loops. Let's say we have to print a sum of digits of a number. Let's say number is anything. Let's take some example. Number is equals to, I am using this screen as some text file right now. So number is equals to, let's say it's 458. Okay, now if I want to sum of these digits, that is 4 plus 5 plus 8, then what I will do, simply I will do 4 plus 5 plus 8. But for this system, for Python compiler, we have to create some logic because it does not know how to simply sum the digits. We have to create some logic, tell this system that you have to follow this logic to find the sum of digits of this number. So okay, what I will do is simply, what I can do actually is, I will extract this 8 first. I will try to extract this 8 first. How can I do that? By taking the modulus of this number, right? So let's say I have some variables. Let's say I have number, then I have some variable sum, and I have variable remainder. Okay, okay, this is my actual number, but I'm playing with this area right now. So let's say num. Okay, I'm not, okay, remainder, sum and number. Okay, so what I will do is, I will first try to extract this number, this remainder, and store in this. So how can I extract this remainder? By simply dividing this number by 10, right? So I will say remainder is equals to number modulus 10. So this will give me this remainder 8. So now say I have a value in sum which is 0. Okay, so now my sum is already 0. I have nothing stored in sum. Now what I will do is, I will add this remainder with this sum. So I can write sum plus remainder. Okay, now I have this 8 in this sum variable. Fine. Now in next step, what I want this 5. Okay, to extract this 5, what I can do is, I can delete this 8 from here and again take the remainder, right? I can do that. If I can delete this 8 from here and take the remainder again, then I can get the 5. So how can I do that? How can I delete that 8? How can I remove that 8 from the that number? So I can do that by dividing the number by 10. If I divide my number by 10, what I will get, if I have, my number is 458, it's number again. Okay, if my original number was 458, let me write the current values here too. Right now current value of remainder was 8, current value of sum was 1 second, current value of sum was 8. 0 plus 8 was 8. So now, okay, now number is equals to number by 10. What if I divide this number by 10, I will get 45. So my number is 45 now. Okay, so I have stored integer value 45 in my variable number. Okay, now what? Now I want to add this 5 to my 8. Okay, so how can I do that? Again, taking remainder. So again I will go here, jump here to this remainder part. I will take remainder, that is number modulus 10. This is my number modulus 10. I will get the remainder 5. This will be overwritten. Okay, now I want to again take the sum of this sum variable and remainder variable. So 8 plus 5, 13, right? I have sum 8 in this sum variable and 5 in this remainder variable. So this sum finally will become 13. Okay, done. This part done. 5, 8, 8 plus 5 done. Now I want to add this 4. Okay, again same. We can simply again divide this 45 by 10. Right? If we divide 45 by 10, what we will get? We will get 4. Okay. Now again take modulus of this number by 10. So 4 modulus 10 is 4. Now we have 4 in the remainder. Then add this remainder with the sum. So we have 13 in sum, and we will add this remainder to the sum. This will become 17. Again check, divide this number by 10. If I divide 4 by 10, I will get 0. Okay, so now the number has become 0. We don't have to work with this loop anymore. We can stop this here. So our stop condition will become till our number becomes 0. We have to implement these 3 steps. So okay, let's write a program for this. How can we do that this through a program? How can we find out the sum of digits of a number through a program? Okay, let's do this. I'm just changing this variable name sum because sum is already a some pre-built keyword in this Python. So let me say sum, because this is okay. 1 second. Okay, fine. Now let me write the program number. I'm taking the input from the user. My input should be integer so that I can do all these calculations. So I'm typecasting this int input, enter a number whose sum of digits is to be calculated. Okay, fine. The sum has 0 in this. हमें कब तक ये काम करना है? Until this loop becomes 0. So while, जब तक कि हमारा नंबर, हमने चेक किया था कि हमारा नंबर जैसे ही हमारा 0 हुआ था, हमने कंडीशन से हम बाहर आ गए थे, हमने दोबारा से उसको कैलकुलेट नहीं किया था. सो वाइल नंबर इज नॉट इक्वल्स टू 0, जब तक कि हमारा नंबर 0 नहीं हो जाता, do these 3 steps, and in the end print sum of digits of this number is So basically we are concatenating different strings here using this plus sign. Sum of digits of, we are converting this number into a string to perform this concatenation so that we can write the output in this single print statement. So sum of digits of this number is this sum. Let's run this program and see what happens. Okay, it says invalid syntax because I have missed one parenthesis here. Okay, fine. Enter a number whose sum of digits is to be calculated. Let's say 458 again. Okay, see what happened there is the sum of digits of, okay, why 0 0.0? Let me tell you first this 0 0.0 because we are playing with this number here. So this number in the end becomes 0. It has become 0. So we got 0 here. To preserve this number, let's store this number into number 1 and then copy this number into number. So basically we preserved this number, original number. Okay, so I can write number. Next, what happened there is I got this sum in some floating number. Okay, we have some floating digits here. That is why, because this division is giving us floating numbers, not the only integer part but also the floating part. So what I will do is I will simply typecast this division here. Okay, now we can run this. Okay, 458 again. See, sum of digits of 458 is 17. Let's give some space here. We don't have some space here. Okay. See, sum of digits of 458 is 17. Okay. So that's all for this class. See you in next class.